Fala pessoal, vamos começar mais um vídeo. E hoje a gente vai reagir a SNCS. Já tá aqui entrando, né? Então vamos procurar um lugar aqui pra sentar. Ele já tá entrando. Tem lugar pra sentar esse novo mapa aqui? Pra assistir? Pra assistir ali.
Catching fire has never looked so easy for these guys as they look to burn through the competition.
Tá.
Straight from low, she hits Resides and Tinka.
Hey.
In the rough, but let's see if they can polish things up and come out on top.
Make some noise for Chap and Flixie. These guys had a rough time in FNCS, but this is a duo you can never count.
Mano, eu quero que alguém entre falando gelado, velho. Ou fica velho. Vamos ver aí, Major 1. Hoje é o primeiro dia. Sai da frente.
I had to talk to you guys, Vico and Malabuka. To me, it's crazy that you two aren't regarded as some of the favorites in this competition. So much success in Div Cups.
Estão falando.
Yes, major wins between you. Why are people underestimating you right now,
Malabuka?
It's fine. We don't mind that we're like under
Uma da tarde.
Just show ourselves in the finals.
Do you think people are going to give you space at Frigid Fortress today?
I mean, they can try to stop us. We'll just force it out.
And I think all the duos should be listening to this man. I'm just going to pop in between you. Vico, you tweeted today about being nervous. This is you. Do you need a tech talk?
Yeah, I mean, I woke up today not feeling my best, but since I got my GOAT right here, my best teammate ever, I'm feeling confident. I talked to my mental coach, Pappy. I talked to my friends, all that. I'm feeling hyped, I'm feeling confident, and I hope I can, not disappoint Düsseldorf.
And you won't disappoint Düsseldorf, and you won't disappoint Austria either. Vico and Malabuka, good luck today. Let's head over to Leppen.
Thank you very much, Frankie. I'm here with NA West's finest. We got Victor V and Canard in the building. Victor, I feel like we see so many people bigging you up, especially your father. He's the biggest fan. Pops is always saying, shout out to Pops. But I want to see you big yourself up. What does everybody in this arena need to know about you today?
All you guys need to know is that me and Canard, we're just going to dominate today. Make it off spawn, dropping 20 bombs every game. That's just how we're moving today.
Eu vou tentar.
Of course, Canada. The off-spawn situation, there's been a lot of question marks about it. It looks a bit confusing to people. What's going to happen today, from your perspective?
What's going to happen is, I personally think
Alguém sabe falar em inglês aí?
Or to finals, and the Asia team is sadly not going to fall because they're conning our side. I'm not going to let that slide.
What's going to happen if anyone comes to your side?
I mean, obviously, we're going to eliminate them.
Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Back to you, Frankie.
Thank you very much. I was just chatting to the guys about what I was going to talk to them about. And of course, I've got to talk to you about playing in Germany. Flixie, what's it like to compete in front of a home crowd?
Gente, pra quem vocês estão torcendo aí, coloca aí nos comentários. Quem vocês estão torcendo?
Absolutely, and chat,
Eu
I
tô
know
torcendo pro Jones e pro Cefelos. Ou pro Gon. Se um desses aí ficar top 5, pelo menos tá demais, tá bom?
So the casters were saying that you didn't have the smoothest journey to getting to this stage. How hard have you been practicing since you qualified for LAN?
We practice a lot and I think we're confident.
And Flixie, you have got so much experience at a LAN like this. What's the key to success?
I mean, I think the biggest key to success is to just play like at home and like not be
Eu
nervous
acho que pode ter
just be confident.
uma parte 2 desse vídeo.
Against your ex-teammates, like Vico's just
Porque
over there.
a FNCS dura muito tempo, muito tempo.
Like I think we're all good vibes, like we like each other, and I just hope the best for them.
Yeah, I hope the best for everyone here, including you two. Good luck, guys. Let's bring out the next duos.
Mano, que estádio bonito, velho. Bonito, mais bonito.
It's Thomas HD and Focus. This duo's a lethal combination of experience and raw talent.
Ó, começou a entrada.
Down easy.
Walking in now, it's Cringe and Volko. These guys are in it to win it, so let's see their ambitions be made a reality.
A new duo enters the scene, a man and Richter. Rising to looking to prove themselves on the
Quero ver o Peter Bot. Cadê o Peter Bot? Peter Bot, Jones, Gon.
LB works
Cadê ele? Vamos sair da frente.
They rose to the top of Asia, but now it's time to break through globally.
Tá.
Hailing from the north, it's iDrop and Marius. They're here to showcase the massive potential of their raw skill.
Olha o troféu, mano.
Give it up for Acorn and Bolt. Be prepared, because these guys are
Olha
out for
esse
conquering it
troféu.
all.
Here comes Cyans and Scary. These guys managed to break in the top of EU, proving you cannot leave them unchecked.
Returning to the international
Gabigeira, Inuti.
Rudy and Gazzetta. What wonders
Inuti, Gabigeira, vamos.
this time.
Vamos, caramba. Inuti, Gabigeira.
Dusseldorf, give it up for Kiddo Wings. Breaking into the top, these guys want to take it to the next level.
Sigo entrando com a cabeça de palhaço.
Global champion paired with the runner-up Swinby and Pixie, ready to overcome any challenge sent their way.
Tá. Major 1.
All right then, Focus and Thomas. Thomas, it's amazing to have you back on.
Peter Boss.
Are you feeling any kind of land nerves? Are you feeling confident that you're going to win this one?
Eles, né?
I think so. This could be the one.
It could be the one. I know Denmark's
Ou será que
behind
apareceu?
you.
Não sei.
For you, Focus, what's it like knowing that you have such a mechanically skilled duo?
I mean, he has the best aim in the world. I think we're gonna do good, and I'm confident in him.
And Focus, what has Thomas taught you?
Experience. I've learned a lot from him. It's too much to tell.
There's so much to tell. I mean, he has so much experience. Have you learned anything from Focus, Thomas?
Yeah, he's new and overcome talent.
Meu jogo tá travando um pouco, tá,
Right now,
gente?
one of the best players in the world, so yeah.
Well, let's see how
Tô
we do
entrando, tô
as we
entrando.
drop into the first
Ah, não.
game. Right now, though, we've got to head over to 11-2K with Acorn and Bolts.
Thank you very much, Frankie. Look, I'm here with potentially NA's last hope. Acorn, you're back on this stage. A lot of people had some criticism of your Globals performance last year. People thought you should have done better than you did. Are you feeling the pressure this weekend?
What are diamonds made of? Oh, shoot.
Oh, I know what you're doing there.
But no, in all seriousness, no, I'm not feeling the pressure. You know, it feels like I'm playing at home. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to go.
Of course, there's some rumors that you might be contested. Someone might land on your foot. You've been doing this IGLing thing for a long time. Are you prepared for that?
Of course, bro. Always.
What's going to happen if they land on you?
Oh, you're going to see. 50.
Bolts. It feels like people
Mano,
keep doubting
esse
you
cara
guys.
tá
It
com
feels like you guys fly under the radar.
esse menorzinho aí,
Even with how
tá com
talented.
uma cara de que no futuro ele vai ser um mini Peter Bot, velho. Falando
really the
sério.
best IGL in the world.
No
I'm one of the
futuro ele
best
vai ser um
players in
mini
the
Peter
world,
Bot.
and we always show up when it matters. Acorn, he's always IGLing the perfect rotates. Me, I'm always finding the best refreshes, and you know, we always get that win.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. No pressure. I got this. Frankie, who you got on your side of the stage?
I have got iDrop and I've got Marius. And we had to talk to you guys, obviously. iDrop, first of all, you're being contested by Falco and Minute over at Frigid Fortress today. Have you been practicing your off spawns?
Of course, we practice as much as we can, and we're just very confident going into it.
What's the strongest part of your game right now?
I'd say fighting. Like, we're just crazy at fighting, both of us.
So in other words, you're quite up for an off spawn battle.
Yeah, of course, always.
And I have to talk to you because, Marius, look at your fans. The gentlemates have turned up. Have you got anything to say to them?
Yeah, I appreciate the love.
Mano,
I love
olha
you too.
esse troféu,
Now, it
velho.
hasn't been the most
Imagina,
difficult journey on the way here. Some
algum
inconsistent
dia
results
a
in the
gente ganha
Div Cup.
troféu desse.
Does LAN make a difference though?
Imagina,
Does it help
mano.
you even stay consistent knowing you have fans who are supporting you?
Nossa, da hora pra
100%.
caramba.
It's a big difference because online people, they have a better pickup.
Well, I can't wait to see what you guys do, so please get ready because we've got to get ready on stage for some more duos.
Vou entrar mais? Ou já vai começar? Vamos ver, vamos ver.
Couple Polish favorites, Cammy and
Tá, Rock
Heidi,
Cammy.
flying under the radar in Europe, and now's the perfect
Nossa,
chance to
mano, olha
take
essa
over.
entrada, velho. Tá formando aura eles, hein?
Here comes Agers and Ritual with an impressive second place finish in the NAFNCS. They want to take it a step further.
Tá,
They
bora.
want to take it all.
Cadê os brasileiros?
Welcome, Yargu and
Yargu.
Brilliant with the last minute push performance to get the
eu vou falar o nome dele.
Midori and Dark Ghost in the house. They put in the work. They earned their spot, and they're gonna make every second count.
Ah, tá. Vamos esperar aqui.
It's Muzz, it's Sphinx, and they've proven themselves a main attraction at the top. So why would this weekend be any different?
Ele joinha, telefone. Olha o telefone. Corvo. Nossa, o Venom. Mano, eu acho que esse cabelo do Venom mó esquisito.
We know they're consistent, and now it's time to take some risk if they want to win it all.
Welcome brand new at GRX. They called their way to the top of the region, but now it's time to assess the summit.
Coming in hot, it's SD Tyler and Chance, the young duo brimming with untapped potential here to carry the next generation.
No, you're not dreaming. It's Higgs with a disappointing finish in Major 1. They're not here to play around.
Mano, você percebeu que quase todas as vezes que o Click ele se classifica para uma série, vai ter mais pessoas?
And Ritual, you were one of the most consistent duos in NA Central. Do you think people are sleeping on you coming into this competition?
Maybe because we're contested, but I think that they know we'll pull through in the end and just get ready for a show.
How are you able to stay so consistent even when you're contested?
I think we're really good at playing when we're shambles, and we're able to make it happen whenever.
Now, I know that you've got a bit of a friendly rivalry going on with Rapid and Cold. Does that mean that you potentially might surprise meet up with them at some point during the day?
Nah, I don't think so.
But do you want to see a North American duo come out at top this weekend?
Yeah, I want NA to win no matter what. Hopefully it's us.
Well, it might be you guys, or it might be an Australian NA duo because Levin is with Muzz and Sphinx.
Yes, I am. I'm here with two lovely gentlemen who are going to be doing their best today in a potentially uncomfortable situation.
Gente, agora não adianta vocês falarem, porque eu não entrei privado.
Thank you.
Não tinha como entrar privado. Só tinha público. Só que não tem lugar pra sentar nisso, velho. Não tem lugar pra sentar, olha isso. Tem que ficar de pé. Ou será que tem?
All of them, I don't even care. Nathan, I don't even know who you are. Never heard of you before this land. Falcons, Gerald, just go back to OC, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You came out with a bow and arrow. Are you pointing at them?
Yes, sir.
After the off-spawn part of the game, you guys have been very consistent in NA. Are you worried about any of the potential teams in this?
I don't think so. I think our mid games, like, they're sound. I don't think anyone can like mess with it, change it. I think we're good to go.
Muzz, it feels like no matter what you do in Fortnite, people still just seem to underrate you. They don't give you the credit you deserve. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's just because recently I've only been performing good in grand finals for like the last 12 months, so that's why, for sure.
Mano, que oração.
We'll find out today.
Tá, falta 9 minutos. Vai começar, eu acho.
I am with Cami and Hari. Cami, does this land feel any different to the lands you've played before?
No, it feels really normal like every time. I think we're gonna do good, like always.
And I think you might do good, given the experience you have and the duo you have with Hari. How do you feel like the chemistry is working between you two in game right now?
Yeah, I think it's really good chemistry. I think it's really good.
And you're uncontested at the moment. Is that playing into your game plan? Is that what you prefer, to be somewhere safe as opposed to being somewhere that maybe has loot?
I mean, it's always good to be uncontested, so yeah, we'll try to make the best out of it.
Yeah, and I can imagine you will. I think that we are going to let you guys get back into the lobby and get ready to go, because, guys, we've got to bring out more duos.
Shark and TD, the future of Fortnite, have arrived. The fastest rising duo, and they're looking to leave everyone in the past.
Step it up, it's Cole and Madden. Their gameplay, it's nerves of steel, but can they keep it up here at Summit?
Coming out of OCE, it's Faison and Gerald. Let the David versus Goliath story begin. The they'll have their work cut out for them for sure.
Say hello to Reed and Cooper. These guys are sure to put on a show, so let's see what you got.
It's OCE's top dog, Alex and Reckless, the undisputed best on OCE, but it's time to test their skills against the world.
This duo's ready to cause some havoc. It's Chino and Pablo. They've already won the regional championship, but now you gotta do it against the best.
Give it up for X-Pawn and Doxy, some of the best NA West has to offer, and they're here to show they can't be counted out.
Big ups for the Los Angeles.
Johnny! Vamos, Johnny! Brasil! Vamos, Johnny! Vamos, Johnny! Ah, se vocês falarem porque eu não tava falando porque o meu áudio travou. Eu tava consertando ele. Johnny! Vamos, Johnny! Vai! Toma! Chat aí, ó! Toma aí, chat! Johnny! Toma aí, chat! Johnny!
We have got a player here who is currently regarded as one of the best in the world, and he's also one of the youngest here. Shark, do you mind turning around for me so everyone can hear and see you answering this question? Because you actually reached out to Teeny last year to play with him, is that right?
Yeah.
And why was it Teeny you wanted to play with?
I wanted to play him for
Porque os caras jogando ali atrás, ó.
I just like the
Já
play
estão se preparando.
And you used to watch him before you went pro?
Yeah.
Teeny, what was your reaction when Shark, I guess an up-and-coming player at the time, reached out to you and said he wanted you as his duo?
I mean, I was looking for duo at that time, so yeah.
And did it surprise you how well it worked?
Not really.
Not really. So tell me about Wonky Land today. We think that Clicks might be landing on you. What are you going to do if he does?
Just eliminate him.
Just eliminate him. It's as simple as that, I think, Levin.
Sometimes it really is that simple, Frankie. Look, I'm here with Cooper and Reed and boys. It's not the best of situations to be in, right? You're fighting off squad against two of the best players in NA. What is the plan today, Reed, against
Esse é o da Alemanha, só que o gol não se classificou pro da Arábia.
You know, recently we've been splinted in some tournaments leading up to this, and I guess we'll just play it by ear. If we get some good loot, might run them down. If not, we'll see what happens.
If you do split it, but the games ain't going how you want them to go, is there a chance you just stop splitting it?
Oh yeah, if we're doing bad and they're doing good.
Olha o tamanho desse cara perto dele.
I like the thought process. Cooper, you know what it means to win on a stage like this. You've done it before a couple years back. What's changed about you as a player? Where have you gotten better over the years that helps you today?
I mean, I've gained a lot more confidence since then, for sure. I've struggled with consistency. You know, it's my first time being contested on LAN. I'm going in here with nothing to lose, so I'm going to let everything out, and I'm going to do the best we can.
We sort of said it. You guys have been fighting them a lot. Like, you've had a lot of practice against them. What do you think their weakness is?
I think their weakness is, I mean, they're just trying to split it too much. Like, I feel like we're just going to get our games griefed if we just keep splitting it, so I hope they bring the fight to us because we're ready for it.
I like the sound of that. Look, Frankie,
Mano,
you've got some great
falta
games on your
1 hora e 59 minutos pra acabar. Vai ter parte 2.
You are one of the favorites
Ou até
in
parte
this
3.
competition. You just exploded in Major 1. There were some questions at the start of the season, so how did you up your game?
Just work hard and yeah, just don't give up. Just try to fix all the mistakes.
And it looks like you've done that really well. However, it's going to be difficult today at Sandy Strip because you've got Canada and Mini PO's duos also landing near you. What's the plan?
I mean, there's not really a plan. I mean, we're just going to do whatever like comes to mind, and we're going to dominate this.
Pablo, people are saying that Gino is the top 3 clutcher in the world. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And what about yourself?
I'm also up there.
You're also up there. Top 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. We know that these guys have got each other's backs.
Olha o troféu.
Final teams.
E agora, quem vai entrar? Quem será? Quem será?
After dominating EU finals, Scully and Scroll are here to prove they're a global threat. The road to a trophy lift starts today.
South America's
Vamos, gol, Inai! Vai!
Here to play with no regrets.
Que é isso? Foi manual, né, velho? Foi manual.
The competition is fierce, but their willpower is relentless. It's time to give it your all.
Não, um dos Estados Unidos e outro do México. Ô, cara, virou só ter um gojão, entrou fazendo expansão de domínio. Nossa, mano, Peterbot polo, velho. Olha o Peterbot. Pollo. Peterbot pollo. Falei errado, falei polo. Tá pegando o vento, foi na cara do moleque. Olha o coisa. Nossa, isso, gelado. Gelado.
Watch out for Hamad and Controller! They may have been second in Middle East FNCS, but now they're here to showcase their strength.
Call to home field advantage.
Alex, é só mais 50 minutos pra terminar.
All the way to the top.
Agora.
With me from the Middle East, our #1 representatives, we have FKS and we have Hero. And this is your 5th FNCS LAN, FKS. I think that makes you the most successful Middle East player in Fortnite history. What's it like to be back?
I mean, I'm so excited to be here, and I hope that I can win the tournament.
Do you think that this is the best we're going to see a Middle Eastern team do today? Do you think this is the best we're going to see an ME team place this weekend in a LAN?
Of course, I mean, we're ready.
I think you are, and Hero. We know that the skill gap is now closing because normally you guys win by hundreds of points in your region. This time, though, you had some competition, but that's a good thing, right? Because it means you get to practice more.
Yeah, Middle East is improving and we're ready to compete against the world and
Eita, Link.
I can't wait to see you try. Okay. Now, Germany, I think Levin has got a treat for you.
Que é isso?
We got the fan favorites. Everybody make some noise for Noah and Rita! Royal boy Noah. There are a lot of players
agora.
who are watching you.
Ah, não é não.
Like you.
Não é não.
Does that influence you have? What does it prove? What does it show? What does it mean to you today?
I mean, it just makes me happy. I mean, we're both old, but we still got it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. Reason.
Eita, pega agora do meu mapa favorito.
If your face somewhere out there, with people representing you all over the building. What does it mean to have the fans here in full support of you?
It honestly means everything. It was always a dream of mine, and I think every of the players here as well, so I thank you all.
Of course, you have a lot to do today in-game. How do you stay ready? How do you stay prepared to be at your very best?
I mean, first of all, we prepped a lot, but of course, I played the Reason 1v1 build type map a lot. Best 1v1 map, make sure to check that out, and yeah, that's how we prepped.
Make sure you check that out. Noah, you're playing with someone who you played with a lot. Do you feel like that experience you guys are playing with each other over the years helped you in the lobby today?
Yeah, we got pretty good chemistry, so like we always just find each other in endgame and well.
Eita, tá fechando aí com a mão no bolso, né?
You guys do incredibly well. I'm not gonna lie though, guys, it's the stage is getting a bit chilly up here. What's going on, Frankie?
Well, I'm standing next to Cold and Rapid. That's what's going on, Levin. Cold, I think you've got the best player photo of all the walkouts. Can you just replicate that for me, please?
Gelado.
How are you feeling right now, right? Super chill?
I feel amazing. I'm ready to, take on the competition and show you guys what I do.
Even though you're contested?
Of course, those guys are horrible. You guys are gonna see.
Okay, we definitely have to keep an eye on full field. Rabbit, sometimes people are saying that this man, he doesn't practice, but that's not true, right?
No, that's not true. He plays a lot.
So what have you been working on the most going into this LAN?
Wait, say that again?
What have you been working on the most going into this competition?
Bora jogar bola,
Our
gente.
endgame and our chemistry.
Bola de futebol, bora. Brincadeira, vamos tentar.
Okay, so there's not going to be any solo clutching. You're always going to be the 2 in the 2v1 situation, Cole.
Yes, sir.
And who is your biggest competition here on LAN before I let you go? Who have you got your eyes on?
Nobody.
Keep your eyes on these two desks.
I mean, Fortnite fam, how can you not be hyped seeing this? I mean, all these players come out. This is the upper bracket. This is so insane. I mean, you heard duos coming out, getting the reactions from the fans. It is electric here. I mean, man, I feel a bit, as I kind of start to think back to the game, right? So focusing on like having a good time, like winning the game, feels like there's one thing that's super important. It's having a game plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And it feels like everybody up there on the stage has a game plan, because we kind of talked about the qualification process for this LAN. We talked about how everybody had to place what showing in all of those interviews. Like, it's just confidence after confidence after confidence. But speaking of game plans, man, yeah, it definitely does kind of change when you do change up the format, right? We have a 3-day format, but the lobby is never going to look the same in each and every single one of these days. So I feel like in terms of preparation, right, day one duos are going to be feeling so good, because they have to just straight up prepare for whatever lobby they have set forth in front of them, where we can't really see those, you know, day two duos kind of pop up, right? If we take a look at how Veno and Curve actually won their FNCS on the NAC region, dude, they were 10 going into day number 2, and then they ended up winning, right? But that's on the back foot of Veno just doing all of that preparation in between. We don't have the opportunity to do something like that here.
It's interesting that you say that, because at the same time, you have duos already in the lower bracket just waiting to see who their 25 competitors are going to be. As a reminder, the top 25 do go to Sunday, but the bottom 25 play again tomorrow. There's already kind of drop maps getting formed, ideas of where duos might be dropping. All depends on how today plays out.
Absolutely. Of course, so many other duels as we're seeing. I mean, Janice is looking fantastic. And I mean, you guys heard him for a moment. Obviously, we're in Germany. Lev got to talk to him. Noah, Reason, you know, there is so much hype being in this environment. I can't wait.
It's definitely going to be cool, and as you can take a quick little peek right there, the preparation definitely comes in. Saw all of the players kind of setting up their setups earlier on, making sure that they had their drop maps, you know, prepared for that. Obviously, it just kind of speaks to how important, how vital they feel like, you know, the all-spawn situation are, how they need to feel comfortable that they are going to land first and have a big advantage, because those players are kind of allotted one single piece of player each to kind of bring with them on. And almost every single one of them, it feels like they dedicated it to the other game.
Yeah, they have the drop map, they have it right in front of them. The thing I'm thinking is, you know, we had the practice matches, but you don't want to leak your strats in a practice match when the real deal is happening tomorrow. So see how these kind of game plans unfold. Will we actually see Clix contest Peterbot? Will we see Skyscroll to the same strat? Only time will tell.
Well, time it is, because guess what, Fortnite fam? It is that time. Game number 1 is ready, so let's kick it on over to the casters. It's Jacob PR and the best Taco.
We are here. This is the moment we've been waiting months for. The Major 1 Summit LAN from 75 teams from across the world are not only battling out for over $1 million in prize money, but the top 15 spots go to the Global Championship.
The way I see it, Jacob, today is basically bonus Fortnite Nation, and I am all for it, okay? Because we know we got game 1 ready to go.
Vai começar.
Just like that, Dusseldorf, our first opportunity to really gather what is actually going to pan out here across the minimap. Jacob, we've heard so many rumors, we've seen so many shakeups, and yet here today, it's time to figure it all out.
Yeah, for months you've heard Clix and Higgs, Peterbot, Poyo, the rivalry for so long. They said, no, we're going over towards Scribbly Shores. Clix is claiming, hey, we've had enough of going against Peterbot and Poyo on their terms. Now it is our terms. It's now going to be under their own conditions, but we've also seen, we heard our analysts talk about it as well, in some of those practice games, Clix and Higgs actually went back to Wonky Land, and we're seeing it again. Clix and Higgs are going back to the drop spot they know the best.
Clix and Higgs, they're not looking to try and drop it. Squibbly Shores not here in game 1, but they're still gonna have to contend with some other, because now you're on home turf. But check it out, Sharktini, more been expectant of this shakeup, and that is why they've already been sure to prepare for it. Darman Deemish as well, just off in the distance over towards Toy Box Dogs. It's going to get very rocky very soon for some of these teams, though.
Yeah, and you can already see Shark and Teeny, Clicks and Higgs. For the most part, it seems like they're going to split it. But Clicks and Higgs, they're fast right out of the gates. They're pushing on over to the north side of Wonky, taking that loot, and eventually will fall back. But there's contested fights all over here in game one. Sandy Strip, another one in the feed. I did see Mini Prio go down. It wasn't Gino, wasn't Avic here with Pablo Windu. So you got to imagine, where else did they drop? Because they're not in the mini-map.
But Gino and Pablo, though, they don't seem to really be all that minding of it. They're more than content to just keep gathering whatever they can find here at Sandy Strip. They know that there's bound to be a bit of a clash eventually with Victor V and Kanata, but it's no real surprise to see that everywhere else it's not so sweet. Chap trying to escape over by New Sanctuary. Things have gone awry because Flixie, he's already been knocked, so now Chap has to play for the recovery.
Yeah, they're already kind of searching where that actual elimination is. We want to know as well, it's actually going to be Flixie on top of the mountain, down onto Romero. You can see him battling in another 2v1 situation. He wins the fight. That wasn't just a knock, that was a full wipe.
Unfortunately, even if you win out with the first duo, there's always going to be some third-party action taking place if the time to elimination isn't fast enough. And even then, you never really know what to expect because so many teams are looking for that surprise factor. But Higgs, Clicks, drawing things back over to Wonky Land. They're waiting, they're trying to make the approach. They've snipped out this little bit of alert opportunity here. Shark the distance, wants to ensure that he can back up Teeny if necessary. Overdrive grenade just to get a little bit of the movement effects here, but they've still yet to really tango. And Shark trying to push Higgs back. Clicks a little bit separated, but he's still got the high ground leverage.
Yeah, Shark and Higgs trading shots very, very quickly. You can even see from underneath Teeny trying to join the mix, but there's a little bit of a health advantage here for Clicks and Higgs, and right now it looks like they are trying to be the aggressors in this fight. We've talked almost all morning long. Will they split it? Where will Clicks and Higgs go? They're going back to Wonky Land, and they're hoping to wipe out Shark and Teeny. And right now, down below, Shark and Teeny relatively healthy, but a couple of missing item slots and really, really low on materials.
And you just know that this is more than just a drop spot on the line here, Jacob. This is who's going to strike first and win with their pride. Clicks, Higgs, they're not looking to fold under pressure. Shark, Teeny, they knew that this was going to likely be taking place here today, but both of these duos, all they realistically need, 1, 2 solid losses out of our 6 games matchup.
Yeah, but the longer this one goes, right now they're lucky they're fighting inside of the house, but Acorn and Bolts towards the north, Darman Demas, that contested fight, a minute, Sauco, I drop Marius, they can all eventually look on over to try the third party, but Taco, the EUFNCS Chance, Sky, and Scroll, you probably know them just a little bit more than I do, but I just remember a few years ago, these guys just kind of showing up on the map, the top of the leaderboard, people didn't believe in them, but man, has every tune changed this weekend.
We'll get a chance to check back in with them shortly, because right now it's all about what Cole's been cooking, and right now it's Minifio on the ropes. Cole's going to immediately take over, just fully boxes him up and finds that first elimination here, really trying to get some momentum building, and he said it himself in that pre-game interview, Jacob. He's ready to show what he can do.
No fear at all, but wait a minute, we heard the talk. Are you going to contest us? We figured out as the game's going on, no. But Peterbot and Oyo are slowly making their way up towards the north. We've seen this in Divisional Cup. They're looking for eliminations here, and they did get that Mythic AR. So Peterbot is going to be able to shred through these materials. They already got a knock and elimination onto Toyota as well, which is why you see Yuma by himself in this situation.
Yeah, and poor Yuma, he's just hoping that Darkness by Singers, but Peterbot shut down! Peterbot is out of this conversation! Yuma just fully closing things out! He doesn't want to leave it up to Boyo. He's forcing Boyo to make a decision now. Bail out for the reboot, but he might be stuck in the middle because everybody in the vicinity saw that elimination light up in the feed, and now Yuma, he might have just bought himself so much more time because other parties, they're looking to intervene. Boyo with his back against off the wall, trying to figure out where he can escape to.
Yeah, the only saving grace he has now is multiple teams look to third and fourth party in this situation. So the two solos, Yuma and Pollo, have a little bit of an opportunity to try to escape. But what they're waiting for here is for the two duos to actually start to fight it out. Until that happens, Taco, they really have little control over their game. Because if they try to move out too early, either one of those duos will spot them out as a solo and try to play aggressive.
All I can think about is what took place at Globals, Jacob. When we saw Peterbot in that game one, he made the aggressive effort against Victor V, got put down, and it definitely made a serious impact for the rest of those matches. Will that happen here today? Is he reliving the past moments? But only Pollo can really save him in this one.
Yeah, and you got a huge shout out to Asia Yuma. That is not an easy elimination there. That's not an easy player to take down, especially when you have already lost Coyota. You're by yourself, backed up against the wall. If Yuma went down, he's spending 20 or so minutes watching his screen trying to figure out what happened. But big boys make big boy plays, and Yuma is looking to stay alive.
I like this, though. Definitely a bit of a 180 from some of the action taking place a little bit northwest of where Acorn and Bolts are at. But Acorn, always regarded as such a strong IGL, and I'm very excited to see what exactly he's been stratting out, because every single one of these teams here today has just been anticipating some kind of bamboozlement. Nobody feels safe. Nobody feels secure in their original strategies. You've got the counter strat for the counter strat for the counter strat, and now we get to see it all come to fruition.
Now looking at Swizzy and Pixie. An interesting moment coming into this. Pixie, knowing he has a global champion by his side in Swizzy. When it comes to Dark Dominion, Taco, you don't see too many, when it's uncontested, players leave Dark Dominion early. They build this surge base here. Swizzy's going to be responsible for a lot of their early game damage. Meanwhile, Pixie, he's farming up extra material, extra heals, so that way if they have to overstay their welcome in the zone, it's not a worry.
Pollo, though, definitely a little bit more concerned currently. Trying to see if he can make a play for the reboot. Is anybody close enough to try and gauge some warning shots towards Peterbot? The moment he begins to glide down, but kind of reflecting back, I think that's where he is really going to have to reconsider when to hit the brakes. I understand you get that isolation, you put Yuma into a position where it should realistically just be a clean wipeout, but that's just not going to be the case. Nothing here is guaranteed. All of these teams had to fight their way to this competition.
Yeah, and it seems like it's not only Peterbot faced with early game trouble. You see Veno gliding down, you see the gray pistol in his inventory, so he just got rebooted as well. So not only do we have one of the greats all time, but we have the current NA FNC as champions with a few early game struggles. But at least, Taco, they got the reboots back. The only big question for them is what is it going to be when Storm Surge pops?
Only time will tell. But no, Riley and Reason, though. He said he's put in a lot of effort working on that Reason 1v1 map, getting in those creative sessions. Practice is everything, but now you need to put it into reality. And for right now, they don't actually have to enter an exchange with Pablo or Lefko and Panzer, but the tide will change very soon.
Yeah, as long as they have enough gold, they already have control over the vending machine towards Sandy's Strip, so when it comes to the zone, it's not necessarily going to be a worry for the next two. Vico and Malibuca quick to rotate, though. We know they're landing over towards that Frigid Fortress, the actual main POI, so they're going to get majority of that loot. But instead of staying up there and getting early game surge on players like iDrop, Narius, minutes south for the contested fight, even Noah, Riley, and Reason, they went ahead and rotated towards the south early. And you're seeing a few teams do that compared to online leading up to this. A lot of them would kind of stay in the zone, especially if they had those extra movement abilities.
Mango's got no reason to be nervous, though. We just gotta remember who he is, and it's crazy to think about that they've sort of slid under the radar as a team favorite. I think that there's just so many stars making appearances here at this global level competition, Jacob. It can be easy to have a handful fall out of that spotlight. Build their way back in. Same mentality for Reet and Cooper, too. Side by side, Curly and Jargoo getting a little bit more caught up than they would like to.
On the other side, big damage. Carillion and Jargoo, a little bit of bait and switch. You distract him on one side, I'll get the wall.
On the other. Mini Pio, I think making the right decision. decision. Why stay when you're weak already to try to fight a disadvantage 2v2? He immediately tried to rotate on over, saying, hey, I know we're not going to be working together from now, but I'm going to come back for your reboot card later.
Love the fact that Focus and Thomas now have just fully infiltrated what I believe is the leftovers of Sky and Squirrel's initial surge base. Comes as no real surprise though to see Teeny and Shark still caught in the action here with Clicks. They really want to try and see
get a clear elimination spree against this duo, but it's just not going to be easy because Shark Teeny, they're the ones that are actually underneath on the surge threshold. They're forced to try and take this fight. Shark knows that he needs to be quick on his feet. He's got to try and find some consistency.
See here, maybe he can chop on the floor, maybe he can break into the box, but 1 versus 2 can always be dangerous.
Yeah, and Shark is somebody, when he plays online, there's a little bit of ping differential here. He has a little bit more freedom, but they're not able to break through the boxes. I think Clicks and Higgs know exactly
what's going on. They're above that damage threshold. They're just trying to keep them out. Wait for the timing for when
Storm Surge actually activates, because when it does, every 7 seconds, 25 damage. But why wait for that? Teeny is down. Higgs gets that first elimination. We thought maybe they could split it, but Clicks and Higgs don't want to. And now they realize Shark's by himself. 2v1 situation. They have options here, Taco. Do you disengage or do you go for the eliminations? And right now, it's looking like they walk both of those.
Shark, you've been here before. You've done it so many times in the past on your region, but here in a LAN environment, things are going to be moving very different. He's dropped down to his last 10 bits of HP. Fortunately for him, he still has Clicks to try and play a little bit of that supportive measure, but Shark, he's not finished. He's trying to make sure that he can get that full finish on the Higgs. He needs to break through, but he can't get the damage. Shark and Teeny are out of this first lobby, and Higgs, Clicks have claimed Milwaukee.
Get a little bit of a preview of what Higgs thinks of that entire situation, and he was the man that got both of those eliminations, and this is the moment that started it all. It was a lurk play from underneath. He drops Teeny down, he gets the knock, and even gets his med kit canceled against Shark, but by then Taco, it's a 2v1. It flies
os dois Aurora.
They're trying to establish dominance on the rip, and that's sending a very clear message. But for Tyler and Chance, a lot of trouble currently brewing here. Minority and Darkos are not willing to let this one slip away from them. They know that they have more than enough damage to kind of wait this one out. If it's going to be a battle of attrition, that's one Minority and Darkos have no issues fighting out. They'll be able to claim one elimination and all that mess.
Yeah, you don't necessarily see where the other teams or players are at in terms of that Storm Surge leaderboard, but if you're a team like Minority and Darkos, you're above that damage threshold, deep in the zone, and a team is just trying to bulldoze into your box, that is a huge red flag, and they played that one perfectly. As we rotate out of Dark Dominion, you see players rotate to the top. Right here, Venno and Curve, knowing the map perfectly, they go right underneath and they try to take those tunnels.
Tunnels can be dangerous, though. You have to remember, there's usually going to be at least a solo, possibly even a duo trying to camp these out. It's an affair that Swizzy and Pixie are all too familiar with, and I'm sure Venno has definitely been strategizing, definitely been trying to factor in every single possibility, but as the zones close in, as some of these teams get more and more desperate, Furious duo spot of trouble here. They need damage. They're only 28 below. They're trying to see if they can apply some pressure to a look like Chad Flixie, but they're still sitting just underneath that threshold. A singular tag would do it, but will they be able to find it? Everybody is just refusing to budge, even the other duos that are in danger.
That almost makes me wonder how many players at this edge of the zone, as it continues to pull towards the north, are below or on the line when it comes to that damage threshold. 1 second you see Night and Gone. Damage above, but in that split second they fall below. 25 damage. Flixie, Chap, they're in that same boat. They had an early game fight, and this is the struggles you deal with after, whether you're above or below. There's not a bunch of confidence with single-digit numbers, and that's why Flixie and Chap, they also need loot. This is just one tough situation to get out of. Flixie's gonna get dropped. The onslaught just continues as Chap falls as well.
Courageous just on a rampage of his own demise here. He's got Twy coming in behind him, but now Sky looks to be a solo overhead. Got Night and Gone, but Matt and Cole, they got to deal with Peter on the solo. The reboot has been
Mano, o Peter Bot tá com cura, velho. Agora. Mas o loot dele tá bom. Ó, o Peter, nossa, o Peter vai ser rushado. Oxe, que vai ser. O Poel morreu? O Poel? Morreu. Poel morreu. Poel morreu fazendo uma kill.
Yeah, basically needs a full elimination here, worth of damage, no extra heal.
Mano, o Peter Bot tá muito na merda. Muito na merda.
Oh my god, he takes down Stroll. That
morreu!
Go down out.
That was exactly what Veno and Curve were waiting on. Veno loves to make that approach a little bit after the fact, especially since they had that tunnel position control and now
Peter Bot morreu, Curve tá vivo, Veno também. O Click tá vivo.
What else they can get away with?
Foi o Curve que matou o Peter Bot. Curve matou o Peter Bot. Foi o Curve ou foi o Veno?
High ground basing, slight clip face. Malabuka and Biko also in a rather isolated position. It's all about who's going to expose themselves first, though.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a tough zone for a lot of the teams, especially those that might not have the materials. It's not a drastic elevation change, but you're seeing regarding to go up the side of Frigid Fortress. And these Gino, Pablo, 50 below. They land some shots, they're still 8 below the damage threshold. But these guys are experts. They know these single-digit numbers. It's not a reason to get desperate.
Não, foi o Gabriel,
That is their plan from point A to point B. They're trying to elevate themselves on top. They fall below the damage threshold once more, but Pablo and Chino are doing their best to get high ground.
It's insane though just how quickly that surge threshold can turn against you. And Pablo, Chino, they're still sitting at just 75 below, but when they face all the way up towards the high ground, they have a better opportunity to try and scope things out. But Clicks,
as duas
they want to see if they can be the ones to take over, and they'll at least force Chino and Pablo back for a moment, but it is just topsy-turvy, upside down, because Cammy and Hadi from across the way just looking to take everybody out.
Tava valendo a careta da SNC. Sabe aquela roxa? Quando voltar pro lobby eu mostro pra vocês.
As a solo, what can he do from here?
Yeah, some people would say 7th zone, 8th zone might be too early to take that high ground, but Clicks and Higgs, that's something that's been their game plan since the Central FNCF.
Pega! O Click tá vivo ali embaixo. Mano, o Kami tá no high. O Rock Kami.
And when you look at their loadout, from the slap pizza to the medkits, they have
do Rock, né?
Conditions.
O Curry também tá. O Curry. Não, mano, olha o loot do Curry. Tá quase sem cura. Eu percebi que todas as curas dele é de 20. 2 splash de 20. Um barril de 20. Vira-vira no caso.
Only hard max left, and they are going to be lost here. Cold and
o cara tem infinito de madeira, não entendi não. Ah não, infinito de ouro.
Oh, and Malabuka's daring. He tried to get aggressive on the cold graphic. Saw that one coming and immediately answered defensively, and now they're peeking over the top. Do we have high ground? Is it worth it to invest? I think it is, yes, at least for now, but you gotta be careful. Agers, Ritual, they're in the rings waiting to try to, for a moment like that, to strike onto high ground. They lost it because of the builds. They had no more. They were forced down below. And look at the spot they're in now.
Nem o gol. O gol não passou. O gol nem o loot. Nem o gol e nem o loot.
They've now been eliminated from the lobby. Hadi and Cammy though, can they make the shift in elevation? They're forced to continue dropping, but there's already teams at the bottom of the hill, and Pablo is going to be the next to fall.
That's another solo player out, so that's placement points going in. Agers is not. Ritual realized that can't be the hero. He's just trying to stay in the zone long enough to try to get the materials, but I don't think he had the chance. Fox is going to get that elimination. Noah Riley trying to do the same thing. The last of the heals, though, as the Chug runs out, but they're still running outside of zone. That elimination onto Ritual that he just got is going to give him the siphon so he can make his way back to the zone.
Cooper Reed, they got a little bit of advantage now. They know that this is only Noah Riley. They're going to take him out, no problem. Cooper with 3. Reed has 2 as well. Rapid and Cold, though, still in full control of the high ground, and with the way that the zone has pulled Jake over this elevation, it has posed so many issues for these teams.
Ai, pra quem não conhece, esse NCS é um campeonato nacional, não nacional não, mundial, que todo mundo pode se classificar. Você pode ganhar muito dinheiro, muito, mais de 200 mil. Pra quem não conhece. Que é isso? Mano, o cara morreu com 12 mística. Ó, o Rick tá com 12 mística também. Mística é lendária. Que loot é esse, mano? Esse cara aí comprou o Fortnite, tô se fã. Não, olha o loot do Cooper. Olha o Cooper. Ele já morreu. Oh,
they hopped in the box and took him down with ease. We know Golden Rapid are on hammer. Yakko, Panzer, they're on below. Hero is still in the back of the zone. He's disrupting everything until he eventually falls. Yakko and Panzer, they do get the elimination. They make a desperate attempt to go outside of the zone and pick up materials. But Rapid Gold, they see how weak they are. They're dropping down from above. They're trying to keep the win condition intact. But
ele consegue pegar material porque ele tava quase sem. Tá, pega! Ele vai pegar. Ah, não, eu achava que ele ia pegar o material, era melhor. Só que como ele não tem cura, não era não. Nossa, mano, o Cold ganhou. O Cold ganhou. O Cold. Oh, não é possível que eles ganhem esse ele.
That was an absolute masterclass in the high ground. Stand up so Dusseldorf can see you. Cold, how did you know that the time was right to take height?
I mean, that's all Rapid, you know, this is what he does, you know, he's the best IG on the world, and he showed it right there.
All you needed to do was listen. So, Rapid, how did you make that call?
Mock Lie, Descent Height, that might have been the easiest lobby ever.
Do you think that people just were not wanting to challenge on height anymore? Because you had it for like 3 zones, unchallenged.
Mano, se eu matei o Cold
nothing they could do. You make the drop down, you're up against Yakko and Panzer in that 2v2 situation. Who's making the call to go upwards and try and get that shot? Because you were flying, Cold.
Talvez.
It was kind of both of our call, you know, like we knew that we needed the kill points, and that's exactly what we did.
Talvez não.
So many eliminations in that game.
Eu vou falar o nome
so from here
de quem eu já eliminei.
5 more games to make it out of the upper bracket. You're not going to play it safe, are you?
No, we're not.
I can't wait to see even more eliminations from you guys. Do you own the high ground now? Do you own it?
Of course. I own every kind of ground.
Well, these guys, they found that victory royale a little bit too easy, so let's see if any of the duos can make it tricky after the break.
Surreal. Eu matei o cachorro louco do gol, eu lembro que foi no campeonato, só que não foi SL. O Cold foi SL. Aí é replay. Aí, não, anúncio. Aí, gente. Ó, aqui o que eu vou fazer? Ó, como o vídeo já tá muito grande, porque vai ser comercial, eu vou parar o vídeo e vou fazer outro. Então é isso, gente. Esse foi a parte 1. E se veja até o próximo vídeo, parte 2.